Keith Michael Norrie.
How old are you?
51.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Hackney.
From Hackney.
Born and bred, all my family's from Hackney.
Have any brothers and sisters?
Got one brother, as I said, he's doing a life sentence, he's in prison, and one sister, she just lives around the corner.
So one brother and one sister.
One older sister, one younger brother.
And the younger brother's doing life in prison?
Yeah.
How old is he then?
He's 49.
He's 49 and he's been in jail since?
17 years, 2004 I think he went away.
So it's due to be released?
He's got his blank on his last parole. He's up in 18 months again for another parole.
Okay. And what was that for?
Murder.
Okay, what happened then?
He fell asleep in some geezer's ass and he woke up, the geezer was trying to touch him up, so he smashed the geezer's head in with a bat. As you do.
Self-defence?
I couldn't say it was self-defence, he hit the geezer about 20 times. So he couldn't really say it was self-defence, could he? He didn't leave much of a head there, really. So, you know what I mean? What can he do?
Your parents are both, mum and dad?
My dad's dead. My mum's still alive. She lives around the corner, yeah. My dad's dead though.
So what's it like growing up in Hackney?
Well, it was alright until the drugs really hit. When the drugs hit, it just destroyed Hackney, innit? Well, it's destroyed everywhere, innit? The drugs.
You was there when the drugs actually first started coming in?
When they first started, yeah.
What year was that?
90, 89, 90.
And you was how old then?
When I first started on drugs, 17.
You were 17 when you first started?
Yeah.
So what was you doing prior to being 17? Obviously you went to school?
Went to school, I was YTF bricklayer, I went to school, that was it really. Then started getting into the drugs, started getting in trouble with the police, in and out of prison.
What age did you start going to prison?
17, 18.
Oh, so when you started taking drugs when
Yeah, started going to prison, yeah.
What was you on? Was it just cannabis?
Heroin, crack.
So you were heroin, crack straight away from 17?
Yeah.
What led you to taking it?
Just friends, you know, you move around with certain people and they introduce you to it and then you're stupid, you take it and then, you know what I mean?
So you have friends that were on drugs, taking crack, taking heroin, and then you just wanted to try it?
Yeah.
Alright, because obviously because now we know what crack is and we know the effects of it. Was there any sense of that back in the days?
No. Back in the day, you didn't really think about it. You didn't think about like how much of your life is going to destroy, or do you know what I mean? How much time you're going to do in prison. I've wasted so much of my life. Do you know what I mean?
So,
due to drugs.
So how many years have you done in prison?
If I had all my sentences up, about 12 years. If I had them all up.
And they were all for drugs?
All for drugs.
What? Stealing?
Stealing, yeah, just stealing.
Robberies?
Yeah, robberies, burglaries.
Okay. You have a close relationship with your mum?
My mum, I'm close to my mum, yeah. See her every day, yeah.
See her every day?
Yeah.
Okay. So what was you up to now?
Well, I was going somewhere to see someone. Obviously. Yeah. To go and get something, innit? Get something to smoke.
Okay. How much do you spend in that?
20 £20. What, a day? Probably whatever I have, I spend. You know what I mean?
When you say whatever, what's the average? If you can break it down and say, on an average day I spend.
On an average day? On a bad day, I don't know, £50. On a good day, a couple of hundred.
So if you've got it, you're going to spend it on it?
Yeah.
What's more important, that or food?
Oh no, I'd eat. I always make sure I eat. You know what I mean? I always make sure I eat, yeah. I buy my shopping all the time, yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You got to, haven't you? You got to eat.
And as the lockdown, has it affected how you get your money?
No, I just get my benefits, innit?
Is that all it is?
Well, I get £1,200 a month, so I'm alright. You know what I mean? One person.
It actually covers it all?
Yeah.
So you don't have to actually go out there?
I don't go out anymore, man. Okay. It's too fucked for that. You know what I mean? Too old. Too old to go thieving.
What's the worst thing you've done to make money?
To make money? No, there's nothing really bad. Just burglaries, really. Yeah. Robberies, yeah. Nothing really bad.
Do you have any regrets?
Of course, loads of regrets.
Yeah?
But if, it's a little word, but it's got a big fucking meaning, innit? If only, you know what I mean? If I'd done this, if I'd done that. But
would you wish you never tried it?
Of course I do. Of course, every day of my life I wish I never tried it. Yeah.
What's the worst thing about it then?
It's never ending, knowing you're going to do the same tomorrow, the same the next day, the same the next day, do you know what I mean?
So that's the worst thing?
Yeah.
So you're on crack and heroin, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Why do you need both of them? Why do you need one?
I don't need both of them, but they just seem to go hand in hand, you know what I mean? You smoke one, you smoke the other.
And what does one do?
One takes you up, one brings you down, innit?
That's the crack that takes you up, and
the heroin brings you down, yeah.
So what's the plan then?
Just gonna go see him and get something to smoke, that's the plan, yeah. Back home.
Do you have any plans of stopping it?
I think about stopping every day, but Then I think about smoking every day. So it's just going around in circles. It's like I'm chasing my own tail. Do you know what I mean?
What's the feeling like?
What, to smoke?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. If it's good shit, it's good. But sometimes it's rubbish. Sometimes you might as well set light to your money because you ain't getting nothing off the work. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's rubbish work.
But if it's good, what is it? What effect do you get from it?
Dude, I can't explain it. It's instant high, isn't it? Or the brand is it's like having a comfort blanket around you. It's like just feeling comfortably numb. Do you know what I mean? You're just content, warm. Do you know what I mean?
So every time you take it, there's no regrets.
Yeah, you don't feel no regrets at the time, but you feel regrets afterwards. Yeah.
Well, you say the government's helping you to get off it if you want to get off it.
Yeah, they do help. You can go to drug places and that. Yeah.
But that's not something you're interested in.
I do go to a drug place. I talk to them and all that. But right now, you can't really see them a lot because of the COVID. You can only talk over the phone, can't you?